Hello again, EJ here at the Back Porch Antiques, and this evening I'm going to share with you some potentially money-saving advice that might help you in your business. If you are a sourcer, not a sorcerer, just a sourcer, or you are a reseller, an eBay seller, an antiquer, anybody that might be shipping things, what I'm going to do tonight is to show you how to ship things without them breaking. That's right, I'm going to show you how to package fragile items. And in my line of work, oftentimes we have to ship things that are extremely fragile and might get broken. So I'm going to give you some points on that might prevent you from having to deal with broken things upon the buyers receiving. So the item we're going to be packaging tonight is this little anchor hocking bowl. It's a glass bowl, it's uranium glass. By the way, if you like uranium glass, check out our other video on uranium glass. Uranium glass glows under a black light. You probably already know that. So we're going to be shipping this. And what I'm not going to do tonight is I'm not going to tell you the cheapest way to ship. It's not about UPS, USPS, FedEx. It's not. That's not what we're talking about tonight. There are different options for shipping different things. But tonight what we're going to do is talk about how to ship something and keep it safe. At the Back Porch Antiques, we have shipped lots of glassware, including Fenton baskets, things that are very fragile. Fenton baskets, the handle on them are really fragile, so you have to wrap them up really good. Your best friends are going to be newspaper and bow wrap, in my opinion. And you get those wrapped up really well, and if everything goes right, you can't throw the box hard enough to break the item inside. Now, granted, it's not a challenge. If by chance my mail delivery guy is watching, it's not a challenge to see if you can break what it is that I'm sending. But I like to package things well enough that worst case scenario, anything less than being ran over by the truck itself, it will survive the trip. So again, at the Back Porch, we have shipped crockware, crock jugs, crocks, all sorts of glassware, lots of things that are extremely fragile. Your only, I guess, biggest cost issue is going to be the size of the item. So tonight, again, we're going to be shipping this anchor hocking uranium glass little mixing bowl here. And for that purpose, I'm going to be using a large mailing box, Priority Mail, United States Postal Service. And a little bit of a side note, you can get priority mailboxes for free. You can go to USPS.com and order them, and your mail delivery person will deliver them at no charge to you. You just have to use priority mail when you ship something. Another note that is often the hardest learned is you can't ship regular mail in a priority mail box. If it says priority mail, you have to ship it priority mail. But with that comes at no cost to you, $50 in insurance and some other odds and ends, a quicker shipping. So that's why I like to use priority mail. I don't cut corners on shipping things because I want my customers to get their items quickly and I want them to get them safely. So on things about this size, I will use priority mail. Also, another side note, they have flat rate boxes. If it fits, it ships. So you can actually ship a lot of heavy stuff in a small or large priority mail flat rate shipping box. So that's also an option. An example of that would be cast iron tools such as antique axe heads and things like that can weigh up 40-50 pounds in a box this size. So flat rate is your key to that. But again, we're not here to talk about what it costs. We're here to show you how to package things and package them well. So first step, figure out what size box you got. And what I like to do, turn it upside down and I'll build the bottom first. Simply build the bottom and I take my handy dandy shipping tape gun and I tape right across the crack. Oh, it's got sideways on me there. It's a new roll of tape. And I tape right across the crack and push that down real well. And then I'll peel off 8 or 10 inches of tape, and I will go across the end where the box joins, and I will tape those. The last thing you want is your box coming open en route. Then instead of the item that they bought, they'll get a little piece of paper in the mail that says, "I'm sorry, your item has been lost." And nobody wants that. I'm going to put one more piece right across the middle of this, just so that we're safe on that. Better to have too much tape is not enough. Tape does not weigh much, and you pay by the pound for shipping, down in the size. Now we've made a box, and it's a pretty good box. They make them well, and again, these are free from the Postal Service. Now what we're going to do, not going to start on that yet, we're going to take some newspaper, the Greenville Daily Sun, printed in Greenville, Tennessee, and after reading it, we don't waste knowledge around here, I make a bed for the item that's going to be shipped. I ball them up pretty sternly. I ball them up so that they're pretty tight, and when you let them go, they make a good cushion. And I put it down in there so that you can see it. I fold those back, and I want the whole bottom covered because I don't want anything getting to it. So normally in a box that size, the large shipping rate box, it'll take four or five full-size pages. Check out this headline. Shout out to the Greenville Fire Department getting a new mini pumper. Congratulations to them. Now we've made a good bed for the item that we're going to be shipping. And now we're going to focus on wrapping that so that it doesn't get broken. The first thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to wrap it in a piece of newspaper, because nobody likes it when sticky residue gets on their glassware. So if it's a fairly sturdy item such as this, I'll wrap it in newspaper so that it doesn't get any sticky or plastic residue from bubble wrap. And I'll take a small piece of tape and secure that so that it all stays together. Next, I am going to bubble wrap until my heart's content. You can get these huge rolls of bubble wrap at Sam's. You can get them at Walmart. They're cheaper at Sam's. They're actually probably even a little bit cheaper if you order them from Amazon or eBay or something like that. I get mine at Sam's. I'm a Sam's member, and that just works out well because I remember it when I'm there. So this is about a 4-foot piece of bubble wrap, and we're going to take it and roll it end over the piece. Just like that. I'm going to take a piece of tape and secure that. I want it to be fairly tight. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing. It's wrapped this way this time, and I'm going to do it the other way the next time. Those are perforated in sections, so it makes it easy to rip. So this time we're going to roll it that way. Do not let your 4- and 8-year-old kids know that you have bubble wrap. If you do, your bubble wrap will just turn into wrap. There will be no more bubbles left. Sticky tape. It's good. Pull that tight, and there we go. Now, I'm filling right now for the edges of the bowls, and I can still feel them fairly well, so I'm going to go around it one more time. I've got plenty more room in the box. I'm going to go around it one more time so that it will be wrapped very well. We don't have to worry about this baby getting broken. Nobody likes to buy something and it show up broken. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of tape and tape down those floppy ends. That's just going to add a little bit of another layer of protection. It kind of puts it into a ball almost. If you're following along with me, if you're watching this, you may already know how to do this, but this is how I do it. Now, I could throw this across the floor and it wouldn't break. We're not going to try it, but I could. So I'm going to put this in there on its bed. It's a fluffy bed. Right now we have 3 layers of protection. Okay, we have the box as layer 1, we have the newspaper bedding as layer 2, we have the bubble wrap as layer 3. So 3 is a good number. From there on, I'm going to put insulation, such as newspaper, on each side of the bowl. So if there should be any hit, any impact with the box, it's going to be taken up first by the box, then by the insulated newspaper. Just like that. Put it in between the bowl and the wall of the box. And now we're going to make a roof. We've made a floor before. Now we're going to make a roof. And it's okay if it comes up out of the box like that. You don't really want it to be below the closing level of the box. You want it to kind of, when it does its thing, come up a little bit like that, and I'll show you why in a minute. I don't want to bore you to death, but this is an important step. So there's 4. Here's number 5. The reason we want it to kind of come up above the box is because when I close the box, I want it to have a good, solid seal. So that's going to push it down in there, like that, and it's going to have a good, solid seal. So now I can literally take this box and shake it, and there's nothing moving anywhere. Same thing as the bottom. Put the piece of tape right across the steel crack. Tape the ends. You'll get used to this after you do it enough, but the key is to, in kind of a highlighting thought, make sure that there are 3 layers between the item that you're packing and the outside world. In this condition, it is the box, the newspaper, the bubble wrap, and then the bowl. And then when you do that, make sure that it's tight enough that you can shake the box and not hear any movement. That bowl right there is good to go to Tahiti or wherever it is I'd like to send it. We may do a video at a further date about the cost of shipping things and how you can calculate how you can still be profitable while shipping things. It takes a little while to learn, but once you figure that out, you open up a whole new market in your antique business. So anyway, shipping at its finest, USPS. Catch you later.